So regarding the myoglobin, we have to study about its structure and also about its function. So mainly myoglobin is a no, pigment found in muscle tissue, and their main function is storage of oxygen. So it is acting as a reservoir of oxygen. So the difference from hemoglobin is that only one polypeptide chain is there, whereas hemoglobin has four polypeptide chain, and there will be a central heme group. So this is how the structure of a myoglobin is there. There is a single polypeptide chain is there, and there is a heme group. At the center of the heme group, we have a iron atom or ferrous iron atom, and there are two histidine molecules are also there. So this is the basic structure of a hemoglobin. Now the single polypeptide chain is composed of 153 amino acid. So that is the general nature of this polypeptide chain. Only one. Then shape of the myoglobin, globular shape. Globular means globe-like or ball-like. So it can be folding into a compact globular shape. So that is the entire structure is actually a globe-like in shape or round in shape or spherical in shape. Then alpha helix contains 8 alpha helix labeled as A to H connected by. That is, if you look at this chain, if you go into the ultra structure of this polypeptide chain, there are 8 smaller portions known by the helix, and they are labeled A to H, and they are also connected by loops. Then hydrophobic core. So that is stabilizer structure. That is a center. This center has a hydrophobic, water repelling core. That is why it is known as hydrophobic core. So this is an idea regarding the structure of the myoglobin. There is a single polypeptide chain. There is a hydrophobic core and mainly formed of heme group, and there will be histidine molecules are there. And if you look at the nature of the polypeptide chain, it has 8 helix are there. So that is the structure of the myoglobin. Now coming to heme group. Heme group is actually iron containing compound. It is tightly bound with this iron, this group. So the main function of this heme group is that because of the presence of iron atom binds one oxygen molecule, enabling the storage and release. So the center we can find there is a heme group. This heme group is helping in the storing of oxygen. That is the main function of this heme group in the hemoglobin and myoglobin. The main function of the myoglobin, here you can see that it is storage and supply. So myoglobin is mainly found in muscles, and it will be ensuring a continuous supply. For example, when you are running, you need a lot of energy, lot of oxygen. That oxygen is mainly supplied by myoglobin, not by hemoglobin. So that is the main function of myoglobin, to provide a continuous supply of oxygen during period of intense activity. So that is the primary function. Second is that myoglobin is acting as a oxygen storage organ or oxygen reservoir. So oxygen stores oxygen in muscle cells for quick release. So both functions are somewhat related. So it facilitates oxygen diffusion, helps maintain a concentration gradient for oxygen diffusion in muscle tissue. So that is main function is supply a quick supply of give a quick supply of oxygen when there is an intense activity. So these are the then quickly release oxygen, ensure a continuous oxygen supply during high metabolic. High metabolic activity means when your body is working very high at a higher level, you are walking or you are running or you are jumping. These are all high metabolic activity. You need lot of oxygen. Then protect against hypoxia. Hypoxia means low oxygen situation. Prevent oxygen deficiency in tissue, reducing. For example, you are running and your muscle cells are not getting oxygen. Then muscle cells will be facing lack of oxygen. That lack of oxygen is known as a hypoxia. So the myoglobin will be preventing this hypoxia. Then in the case of aquatic mammals, diving mammals, they have more amount of like seal or whales, and because they spend lot of time below water, so that they have a higher level of this myoglobin, and that will be allowing this aquatic mammal like whales to store a lot of oxygen. For example, if you fall into the river or water, we will die after some time. But whales, they can keep below the water for a longer time because their blood has a higher content of myoglobin, which can store a lot of oxygen. So that is so it enables extended underwater duration, support prolonged diving by maintaining oxygen supply without breathing. So that is one advantage of aquatic mammals like seal, dolphin, whales, etc. Their blood contain, their body or muscle contain higher level of myoglobin in their muscle. So that is the main function of myoglobin. It is acting as a storage organ for oxygen. Then it also it also helps in quickly releasing oxygen when there is a necessity for high oxygen, a lot of oxygen. And it is also present in higher amount in aquatic mammals or in diving mammals. So this is an idea regarding the function of myoglobin, mainly as a storage organ and for releasing. Then coming to the structure, a globular shape, and there will be an iron rich heme group in the center. So this is an idea, and there is only one polypeptide chain. So this is an idea regarding what is the structure as well as the function of myoglobin.